Google and OpenAI roll out new tools for agent development. Are we seeing the decline of WordPress? More signs that the OpenAI Microsoft romance is on the ropes, and I can't put it any other way. Two great examples of how to F up your AI implementation. Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Google and OpenAI both introduced new tools this week aimed at making artificial intelligence more accessible and powerful for developers. While Google is focusing on lightweight AI models that run efficiently on everyday hardware, OpenAI is focusing on autonomous AI agents and how to make the implementation of them much easier. Google's new Gemma 3 model is designed to deliver high performance while running on a single graphics processing unit, or tensor processing unit. Unlike bulkier AI models that require expensive cloud computing, Gemma 3 can run on everything from laptops to high-end workstations. It supports over 35 languages, processes images and short videos, and includes built-in safety filters to block harmful content. Despite that, Google claims that it outperforms models like Meta's Llama and OpenAI's smaller AI models when running on limited hardware, making it easier for developers to build, for companies to deploy targeted applications in a business context. OpenAI, meanwhile, is pushing AI towards a framework to develop and implement AI-driven agents. Its new Responses API and Agent Software Development Kit, or SDK, provide a powerful set of tools that allow developers to build AI-powered assistants that can handle complex tasks with minimum human input. They supply a base set of tools to easily create agents that can search the web, process documents, and even run software commands on a PC. This toolkit allows the rapid creation and customization of agents powered by the large frontier models. And from the demo I saw, it appears that these tools are not only open source, but they might also allow you to choose the underlying model, not necessarily OpenAI. Now, I got this from watching their video and listening to commentators, but if this is true, maybe OpenAI is really starting to loosen up a little. But being able to assemble these agents from pre-built components like Lego blocks is a powerful development tool. Companies like Stripe and Box are already using OpenAI's tools to automate workflows and with potential applications in customer service, finance, and enterprise productivity. Now, sorry if most of my memes are from before there were memes, but the best way I can explain is why these developments are so important is to quote an old Wendy's commercial, where the lady says, "Where's the beef?" Well, the problem with AI to this point is that for most people, it's been a clever way to help you write text or generate pictures or play around. Nothing wrong with that. But we're all looking for concrete examples of how AI can do actual tasks. Another analogy might be, until now, we've had the head, a brain, the ears, and a mouth, but no arms and legs to really get things done. So not only that, but most of these announcements have gone a long way to reduce the time to develop and the cost of running these new agents. Google has made the hardware requirements minimal. OpenAI has provided tools that run locally as open source and require very little development to do work with their API. So these tools make it a lot easier to think of AI doing real work. It's becoming less and less like a grammar and spell checker on steroids to a more like it, people are saying it, an actual coworker. So much so that one article this week had the headline, "Will IT become the HR department for AI agents?" Not only hire these agents, but it would have to train and manage them. I've said this a number of times, but it bears repeating. The smart companies are not waiting for some magic superintelligence. They're finding ways to leverage AI in their everyday business dealings. Now, you've got more tools to do it. And at a time when every other software is accelerating development to stay ahead in the age of AI, WordPress, the world's leading content management system, may be looking at a slowdown in its release schedule through 2027. And it's not because they're more cautious or to increase quality, which might be valid. No, this development stems from a legal battle between Automatic, the company behind WordPress.com, and WP Engine, a prominent web hosting provider. Now, Automatic, for want of a better phrase, they're the caretaker of the open source WordPress software, the trademarks, the hosting, and some corporate development projects. And Automatic's CEO, who heads up WordPress, Matt Mullenweg, is claiming that reduced corporate contributions to WordPress's core development are due to ongoing litigation initiated by WP Engine. Now remember, WP Engine is the hosting company that uses WordPress's software to run their hosting business, perfectly legal in the open source world. But two things. One, they sort of compete with WordPress.com, run by Automatic. And two, according to Matt Mullenweg, head of Automatic or WordPress, WP Engine is freeloading on the contributions of others. They aren't contributing enough to the development of WordPress. So Mullenweg stepped in and tried to restrict how WP Engine can use WordPress software and trademarks. I'm oversimplifying, but you can read the lawsuit if you want the detail. And as a result, though, WP Engine is suing Mullenweg's firm. Now, Mullenweg is using this as the reason for a huge slowdown in WordPress development. In a leaked Slack conversation, Mullenweg proposed limiting future WordPress releases to one per year until the lawsuit's anticipated resolution in late 2027. The WordPress community has, not surprisingly, reacted strongly to Mullenweg's proposal. Some developers view the suggested delays as a tactic to pressure WP Engine into dropping the lawsuit, with one developer characterizing it as blackmail. Others express concerns that a slower release cycle could hinder innovation and affect the platform's competitiveness. As WordPress powers a significant portion of the internet, any changes to its development cycle can have widespread implications. And the longer that this drags on, the more larger players and possibly smaller players will be looking for alternatives. OpenAI has signed a 5-year, $11.9 billion contract with CoreWeave, a cloud infrastructure provider specializing in AI workloads. This agreement includes OpenAI acquiring a $350 million equity stake in CoreWeave, which is preparing for an initial public offering, or IPO, valued at approximately $35 billion. This move allows OpenAI to diversify its computing resources beyond its primary partnership with Microsoft, which has been a significant backer and cloud provider for OpenAI's AI models. By collaborating with CoreWeave, OpenAI aims to secure additional computing power necessary for training and running its advanced AI models. And if you remember recently, Sam Altman made a comment about trying to develop the models and not being able to have enough GPUs available. So CoreWeave comes into the picture. Now, CoreWeave was originally a crypto mining company, but has transitioned to offering cloud services optimized for AI applications. But it makes it perfect for AI workloads. The company operates 32 data centers equipped with over 250,000 NVIDIA GPUs, serving clients like Meta and IBM. I don't know how much they were making as crypto miners, but in 2024, CoreWeave reported revenues of $1.92 billion, with Microsoft accounting for 62% of that figure. Clearly, there is an increased demand for specialized cloud infrastructure to support the rapid growth of AI technologies. But with OpenAI being part of Stargate, the $500 billion processing giant led by Oracle, this seems like yet another strategy to expand its infrastructure partnerships, ensuring robust and scalable computing capabilities for its AI initiatives. But also, I did a story earlier this week about how a meeting with Microsoft's head of AI, Mustafa Suleyman, reportedly ended with Suleyman yelling at the OpenAI staff, and how Satya Nadella had to come in front of the press and tell them that everything is going fine between the two companies. And I joked when I said that Sam Altman from OpenAI should watch out. If Microsoft says they just need some space, the relationship might be on the rocks. Maybe I should have warned Microsoft that If they say they want to start seeing other people, it's also a bad sign. So is the tight partnership over? Who knows? Let's just say for now, they have an open relationship. Recent developments highlight the contentious use of artificial intelligence both in corporate and government sectors, sparking debates about how workers' rights and the integrity of public services mesh with AI. A study was published examining Amazon's Bessemer, Alabama warehouse, revealing the company's use of AI and algorithms to monitor and suppress unionization efforts. The research indicates that Amazon employed algorithmic tools to track worker activities, adjust productivity quotas, and disseminate anti-union messages through workplace devices. These tactics reportedly created a climate of intimidation, hindering employees' organization initiatives. Simultaneously, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is advancing plans to automate federal services using AI amid significant reductions in civil service staff. The General Services Administration is testing an AI chatbot with 1,500 employees and potential expansion to over 10,000 employees. This move aims to streamline operations but raises some concerns about transparency, accountability, and the potential loss of human oversight in critical government function. The aggressive implementation of AI by both Amazon and DOGE underscores a broader trend of deploying technology without fully considering the ethical and societal ramifications. For workers, this shift may lead to increased surveillance, job insecurity, and diminished bargaining power. In the public sector, replacing human roles with AI could erode the quality of services and reduce governmental accountability. And I'm stepping into editorial mode, maybe I already have, but as someone who spent almost his entire career helping companies have successful technology-led change, this is exactly how not to do it. We can't stop Amazon or the federal government in the US, but the crime is that all companies will feel the impact as employees start to fear the implementation of new AI and other technologies and put up underground resistance. And there's a second point. You can agree or disagree, but first of all, I'm an absolute believer that artificial intelligence and astounding levels of automation are on the horizon and that they are unstoppable. But I also believe they can be implemented well, in a way that can be used to create wealth, reduce government costs, and yes, to reward those who innovate and take risks. But I also believe that technology should make all our lives better, not worse. The way AI is being implemented in these examples is exactly how it shouldn't be done. That's our show for today. Thank you to everyone who has gone to buymeacoffee.com/techpodcast and become a member or donated. We're about 60% of our goal, and it's just fabulous. For the first time in many months, I feel like we're on track to make these podcasts sustainable for the long term. Also, for those of you who donated monthly, it's fantastic because that takes one more worry off. If you haven't gone to buymeacoffee.com/techpodcast and donated, there's still time, and we'll be very grateful. This weekend, we have a great show for you. We're going to return to an episode of our Project Synapse show. We recorded it last Friday and didn't run it last weekend because we had another show going on, but we'll run it this Saturday. I think you're still going to find it timely and interesting. Grab your coffee, and whether you've gone to buymeacoffee.com/techpodcast or not, bring your coffee on Saturday morning or at any time when you want to listen to the podcast. If I don't talk to you then, I'll be back in this chair with the tech news on Monday morning. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a fantastic Friday.